So this is what I'm going to configure with your inter VLAN. First, let me assign the IP address to devices 192.168.1.2. Okay, so I'm connecting to 10, isn't it? So I'm going to use 1.100. No, let me have 1.1 itself. IP is 1.10. Okay, I'm just going to assign which interface connected to what. Clear? 1.10. So this is going to be 1.11, 192.168.1.11. No default gateway as of now. So this is going to be 12. Correct? 192.168.1.12. Then this is going to be 192.168.1.13. Correct, guys? Now I'm going to set the IP address of this laptop, which is going to be in different network 172.16 1.10. Let me use in 10 itself. 10. Now I'm going to use this as 11, which is 172.16 1.11. Now this is going to be 12, isn't it? 11, 12. And this is going to be 13. Yes. So let me connect the cable between server switch to switch, which is going to be crossover cable. So I'm going to connect 1 to 1. Okay. Okay, guys. So let me configure VLAN over here. So let me set the IPs. What is the architecture? So 192.168 1.10 11 12. And I'm going to set the IP address over here 172.16 1.10 1.11 12 and 13. Clear? It's just for my understanding which are the IPs I'm going to assign to it. Clear, guys? Now what is the IP address of this device, which is going to be 13, isn't it? This is going to be 13. Clear? Now belongs to which VLAN? So I'm going to set some VLAN information as these device belongs to single VLAN and these devices are going to be in single VLAN. Clear, guys? So which VLAN does you like to have? I'm going to use so let make as VLAN 200 and this is going to be VLAN 100. Clear? Clear, guys? Let me configure this. Shall I? Yes. So in the meantime, let me have switch name now. Okay. So I'm going to configure your VLAN in your switch 1 with port security also. Clear? Shall I configure, guys? So I'm going to create a VLANs. In the meantime, let me have VLAN 100 belongs to what? IT, and VLAN 200 belongs to sales. So let me build some database first. Configuring a terminal. So I'm going to use host name as switch 1. So VLAN 100 name is IT. Then VLAN 200 name is sales. Clear? So I created two VLANs, which is VLAN 100 and 200. 200. Clear? 200. So I created VLAN. So I'm going to set VLAN to interfaces. Which are the interfaces connected over here? It is 10, 11 and 12, isn't it? 10, 11 and 12, and this is 20. So 10, 11, 12 belongs to VLAN 1. So I'm going to set. So interface. Okay. Since I created a VLAN, let me propagate the VLAN to other devices first. So what is the command? VTP mode, by default it is server only. So what I'm going to do? I'm going to set domain. What is the name? So I'm going to use LTIM. So domain is created. To do show VTP status will show you how many VLANs are available and what is the domain name, and you are in server mode. Clear? Now it is ready. So whatever the VLAN created, it will be automatically sent to all your client machine as soon as you put client mode. Clear? So I'm going to set your interfaces, which is interface range FA0 by 10 until FA0 by 12, and also FA0 by FA0 by 20, isn't it? Okay. No, you can have gap, man. Okay, let me have different, but you should go. So it is switch port, mode, access, and you're going to tell switch port, access, VLAN. What is the VLAN? 100, isn't it? Clear? Now exit interface FA0 by 20 switch port mode access switch port access VLAN 200, isn't it? Clear? Now I created VLAN. On this, let me see whether it is created. So do show VLAN. So under do show VLAN you have IT, which belongs to only VLAN 100 and only one device is there, isn't it? Okay, I should have like this. Then sales belongs to 200 where PCs are available. Clear? So let me go and configure on the second switch. Before that, what is the mode I had to set for your switch to switch? So it is interface FA0 by 1. Okay, usually I should not use 1, no issues. So it is switch port mode trunk, and switch port trunk you can access VLAN all. Clear? Clear, guys? So let me go and do the same in your second switch. So second switch, which is enable configuring your terminal, which is INTFA 0 by 1 is what? Switch port mode trunk, and switch port trunk allow VLAN all. Now what is the DTP status over here? So let me put do show VTP status. It says it is also server, but it doesn't have any VLAN information, so I'm going to change VTP mode as client. Now put show VTP status. I got all your VLANs. Clear? Clear, guys? Now let me set some interfaces. Correct? Which of the interfaces belongs to what? This belongs to VLAN 11, 12 and 13, isn't it? 12 and 13, and this belongs to 20. See, so VLAN 11, 12 and 13. So interface FA0 by range FA0 by 11 to FA0 by 13. Then FA, what I should put, FA0 by 20, isn't it? We have option to add. Let me have one more, one by one, which is switch port mode access and switch port access VLAN. Which of the VLANs need to be added? 100, isn't it? Yes? VLAN 100. Now interface FA 0 by 20 switch port mode access and switch port access VLAN, which is 200. Clear? Clear, guys? And if you want, you can set the port security to all. Same. So what's the command to set port security? So I should go to the interface of what? Interface switch port range FA0 by 11, FA0 by 12. No, come on. Comma FA0 by 13, then FA0 by 20, isn't it? Yes. So with a single command I'm going to set everything as your switch port security enable, then switch port security port what? MAC address is going to be sticky, then switch port security. You can maximum remember how many MACs. I'm going to use 2 itself as 2, Then switch port security. If there is a violation over here, what needs to be done? I'm going to shut down the stage. Then switch port security. I'm going to set the age as age time is going to be 1 minute or 2 minutes. Clear? Switch port is also configured. Clear? So if you want, you can do the same in your. I'm using tab to show you the possible commands. Else I can put everything copy paste. Clear? So let me try to ping this machine to the another. So which machine you like to ping? So I am in which network? 10 network. So first let me try to ping my same network which is in another switch. So which is 192.168.1.13 is pinging. So same VLAN will ping, different VLAN not ping. Clear? Everyone? So if I want to communicate with different VLANs, then what I'm going to configure? I'm going to configure inter VLAN or router on stick. We used to call that. So in order to communicate with different VLANs, what I'm going to have? I'm going to have third layer device which is router. So I'm going to have a router. I'm going to take the generic router, a PT router. And what's the cable I'm going to connect with router to switch? It is straight cable. So which interface I'm going to use? I'm going to use 24 port interface connected to your FA0/0. Clear? Clear, guys? Let me configure your router on stick. Watch here. So enable configuring your terminal or router on stick. So let me go to the router configuration. So what is the interface I'm going to set? So let me have the host name. Host name is router ABC 31.3. So I have the router name. Since I'm going to configure router on stick, first I will go to the interface which is connected to a switch which is FA0/0. Now how many IPs I have to assign to it? I have to assign multiple IPs. So first I'm going to use no shut. What are you going to do now? You are going to open the interface. Clear? I'm going to interface FA0. Let me go back once again. int FA0/0.100. I'm creating an sub interface. So first what I did, I just went on to FA0/0. I made no shut. Then I'm going to create sub interface using FA0/0 period followed by some numbers. Clear? Any number. Let me show you. Dot. Can you see what it says? As soon as I put period, it says you are going to create a sub interface and that will be your value. You can create any value starting from 1 to anything. Clear? I'm going to use 100. Clear? So what I created sub interface, and there is an interface FA0/0. I created one more interface inside FA0/0 with the number of 100. Clear? Now I have to set IP address, isn't it? What is IP address? 192. VLAN 100 belongs to which IP? Which network? 172, isn't it? 172.16. 1.1 is already assigned. 1 is assigned. So I'm going to use 1.1 itself. Now it will throw me an error. Subnet mask is. It will throw me an error. Encapsulation. What are the things I can follow in your interface? So I'm going to use encapsulation question mark. It says .1q. 802.1q is not used directly. We used to call .1q. .1q means 802.1q. Clear? So I'm going to use encapsulation with .1q, but which VLAN you want to communicate with this? Got it? Clear? Now? So this belongs to 100. So I'm going to use IP address for 100 is 172.16.1.1 255 255 0.0. Can you see now it took? Now it took. So let me go back to some other interface which is int fa0 by 0 dot 200. The reason why I gave 200 so that it will be easy for me to remember this was the traffic I'm going to send. Clear? It's not necessary that I should have only VLAN information. Any number you can have.
How many sub-interfaces are activated?
Just now I showed you, isn't it? Did I show you guys?
Yes.
Again he will come and tell the same. Who came on that day? And it is multiplied 257, 257, 257, someone came, isn't it? Clear? So these many sub-interface I can create. So I'm going to create a VLAN sub-interface of 200. Then encapsulation is .1q followed by your VLAN information which is 200. Then I'm going to use the IP address which is 172.16 1 dot. Yes. Oh, 192. Sorry, guys. 192.168 1.1. Clear? That's it. Clear? Now let me try to ping. It won't ping. Let me try to ping from different VLAN. So this is a machine belongs to IP which is 192.13. So I'm going to ping with the network called 172.16 1.13. It will ping. It won't ping. Why? Think. Now open your VLAN documents which I gave you, and so what I had to configure, the interface connected between your router to switch is also set to be trunk. So interface, yes. For switch I made trunk, but interface connected to switch to router is trunk, isn't it? So FA0 by switch. Okay, 24. Sorry guys. So it is going to be 24. So which is switch port mode trunk, then switch port trunk allow VLAN all. So even I can assign limited VLANs or I can add using your list. So I'm going to use all. So let me go and see whether I'm able to ping. Router no need. Nice. It should ping, isn't it? Why it is not pinging? Default? Default? Answer is default. What default? Default gateway on PCs, isn't it? Did I set default gateway on PCs? So what is the IP address? What is the default gateway of this network? It is going to be 1.1. Then this is going to be the same, isn't it? So I'm going to set everything. Yes, ma'am. I'm copying and doing some shortcuts. So let me configure over here as So let me go and ping now. So I'm going to ping 13. Pinging. Clear, guys? So from here I can start pinging all your devices using your router on stick. Clear?